Hello viewers, this is the Lasko 2526 pedestal fan. I did an unboxing video of this thing a few days ago. This is actually the second one. I ended up sending back the first one because of that noise. I couldn't get it to go away, and it's not worth my time to try to fidget with something like this. So I sent it back and I got another one, and this one is okay. It's still not quite as in balance as it should be, but it doesn't shake real bad, and it doesn't make that terrible sound. So I'll keep this one and we'll use this one. So I will come back and do a review on this later on, but for now I'll just publish some initial opinions on it from the little time I've spent using it. So first off, I will say that it's not terrible, but it's really not the greatest either. Lasko makes other stand fans, for instance the 1827 I believe it is, which is far superior to this and only costs a few dollars more. So the problems with this fan, first off, the guard is a pain in the rear to put on, though I believe that's fairly consistent among their pedestal fans. They use the same snap-on tab things, and it's truly awful. Really a nuisance to get it on. Second problem with this fan is the blade. It's just not very well balanced, which is kind of ridiculous. I mean, how hard is it to make a plastic mold evenly? The other problem is the pitch on the blades is real shallow, and there's not much of a difference between the speeds. So that's a good indicator that there's not much load on the motor. So really they could have and should have put a steeper pitch on the blades so you get a lot more airflow, better difference in speeds, and not so much noise for nothing. So with that being said, the airflow is not terrible, but I would say it's maybe average or slightly below average. There's not much of a difference in the speed, so that's kind of annoying. Low is very fast, medium is fast, and high is fast. They're all very fast speeds. And of course, with a lot of speed, you also get noise. So it is kind of a noisy fan. Now, some people I know like that because it helps to drown out background noises while you're trying to concentrate on something or sleep. And so if you're one of those people, this would probably work very well for you because it's a nice, it's kind of a pleasant sound. It's very consistent, so it's not distracting. I personally like quiet fans, so I'm not terribly thrilled about the noise, but again, it's not an annoying sound, so it's kind of bearable. Let's take a look at the back here. We have the oscillation controls on the left and the speed dial on the right. I don't know for sure, but I'm fairly confident this motor is like the same motor they use in everything else, but it may not be because it actually looks a little bit smaller. I'll have to open it up and take a look one day. But yeah, there's the controls. Pretty easy to turn. This goes up and down without a problem. And the cord comes out of the top, and it's not very long. So, like in this case, it's going to kind of hang in the middle of the ear while getting to the outlet. You know, if it was longer, it could probably go on the floor, but not the case here with this one. The base is sturdy, but I would have preferred it to be one of those bases that's got the, let's get the dog food thing out of here. I would have preferred it to be one of those bases that has the four legs, and the reason being is because I like to use these things in front of the windows, and you can't really get it up against the window with this kind of base. As you can see, the base is pretty much up against the wall, and you see the fan is nowhere near the wall. At least with the four leg bases, you can kind of push it back a few more inches. But it's a stable base, and you know, it's not going to just accidentally get knocked over or anything. It's pretty good. It does have that terrible click to the adjustment. I hate that. It sounds like it's breaking. Pretty good tilt range, I have to say. I'm not really sure why you'd want to use it like this, but the option is there if you want it. course, this you can lower the height to about half of the height that it is now, so you could put it lower on the floor and angle it up to get the cool air off the floor. So I guess that's not as useless as I initially thought. But anyways, so I'll turn it on now, and you'll be able to see and hear what I'm talking about when it comes to the noise level on this thing. So we'll start off with no oscillation on low. Whoops, almost fell. So there you go, that's full speed. And it's not a weak fan, it's definitely moving a good amount of air. You can see over here this plant is all the way across the room, and it's moving a fair bit. It's not loud enough to the point where you can't hear over it, but if I was to watch a video on the computer or talk on a telephone with this running, I would probably have to either bump up the volume or I'd want to turn this thing off, really. You know, again, like if low speed was half of this, that'd be much better in my opinion. So I'll bump it up to medium now. Low and medium, there's a little bit more of a difference than there is from medium to high. But even then, there's not a whole lot of difference. It's, you know, only a little bit faster. It really is pushing a good breeze. I'm no advocate for modern, you know, stuff like this, but I mean, if it performs reasonably well, then you know you have to put that out there as it is. Of course, I don't know how long this thing's going to last. It could check out next year for all I know. Actually, now you can see this plant starting to move as well. So now we'll go up to high. And you can see there's really not much of a difference at all. But you really can feel the air moving around in here. I'm not even standing in the wind stream of the fan, and I can feel the air circulating. This plant can feel it too. So, you know, again, it's kind of a cheesy fan, but it does move a good amount of air. Take a look at this plant. Okay, now we'll do an oscillation. The oscillation is not at all symmetrical. It goes a lot further to the right than it does to the left. I'll position this right about in front of the fan here, straight on, so you can see. It really goes quite a bit further to the right. I don't know why that's like that. I suppose it's not really important, but it's worth noting. Go down to medium now. The oscillate's kind of fast for my preference, because the air doesn't really get to go that far before it's already moved. But there's no noises, nothing annoying as it oscillates. Go down to low. And you can see it's still kind of fast. I really wish you had another speed that was half of this, really. Alright, we'll turn it off now. So there you have it. That's my initial checkout of this Lasko 2526. Overall, it's not a bad fan, but it could be better in a number of different aspects. But I mean, if the noise doesn't bother you, this may be okay. But if you need something quiet, this definitely isn't for you. So I'll use this for a while, and then we'll do a review in the next couple of months. Gotta wait for someone to come around, of course. Because right now, not using any fans.